good morning. It is 8:02 a.m. on Thursday, June 19th, 2025. So I was thinking this morning, what kind of coffee should I have? And I thought, let me use one of the coffees that I don't like that much, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do to it in case I still don't like it. You know, I always, when I'm using the coffees I don't like that much, always give them a chance, just in case my tastes have changed. So this beautiful package and capsule is World Exploration's Tokyo Lungo. Now, it's made from Latin American and Ethiopian Arabicas. And no, it's not, they didn't grow it in Japan. However, obviously they grew it in Latin America and Ethiopia. But in Japan, they do grow some coffee, but not enough to really, to supply the country with their coffee needs. And Japan, obviously, is not known for coffee. They don't export it or anything like that. But I thought that was interesting that they do grow some in Japan, because you don't usually think of anybody growing coffee in Japan. So the machine's heated up, and I'm going to go ahead. Now, I'll tell you right now, the reason I've got such a big glass is if I don't like the coffee black, which is apparently Nespresso made this blend of beans so that it would be something that would appeal to the tastes of those in Japan. But, they sell it internationally, so we can experience the type of thing that Japanese tend to like. And obviously a lot of people like this. It's been sold by Nespresso for a few years now. So I'm gonna see if I like it. All right, give it another whirl. Pushing the Lungo button. And I'll try it black. Remember, a Lungo is 3.7 ounces, okay? All right, there we go. Okay, so here it is. You can see it's got a nice crema there. Just kind of give it a little stir around. Push that crema down a little bit. All right, and I'll give this a taste here. I gotta say, I could imagine drinking this black. It's not that bad. Doesn't that sound terrible to say, oh, it's not that bad? It's actually a little good. It's got a hint of acidity to it, but it's a nice flavor. It's not, how some American coffees black can be like, you feel like they're just, well, they definitely wake you up, but because of the taste, they're bitter and acidic. A lot of American coffees, the typical sort of traditional cup of black coffee. But this is kind of delicate. It's not bad. Oh, hey, Mary Jane. She's joining us. And, I'm wondering where Josh is from Melbourne, Australia. He usually joins us. Maybe he's on vacation or something with no internet. Well, I hope all is well, Josh. Anyhow, I am, like I said, I have a big glass because I'm going to do something here. I like this, but I've just got this mental thing about black coffee that I just always feel like I need to put creamer in coffee, okay? So I've got my, I've got some oat milk in here, and I'm going to heat it up and froth it, and we'll see. put it in there. Now, one of the reasons that I'm using oat milk, besides the fact that I really like it, is it has its own flavor that it imparts to a coffee. And with a coffee that I'm especially not real thrilled with, that flavor in the oat milk kind of mellows out the flavor in the coffee that I may not care for. Now, I was going to put some sweetener in that, but first I'm going to just try the plain frothed oat milk in my Tokyo Lungo here. Should be just about done. When the red light goes off, it will be done. Okay? Well, it's coming up to the top. Oh, golly. I hope it doesn't overflow. Oh, my goodness. Now, I will tell you this, a little thing to watch out for, okay? Even though your milk frother, oh, gosh. Oh, maybe it'll be okay. Even though the milk frother shows you a line, there we go, that is the top line to fill it up to, some milks may froth higher than that. So really you should keep an eye on it. You know, this frothed right up to the top. You can see the milk on the little rubber gasket there. Okay, here we go. Am I going to put it all in? Yes, I am. Okay. And I'm going to give it a nice mix up. You know, as far as looks go, it's very pretty with that, like, you know, all that froth on top. The milk frother pretty much doubled the volume of the milk that I had in there, because I had about this much milk, and then, you know, it frothed up just as much as the milk was. Okay, another taste. This is actually pretty tasty. Golly. Oh, okay. Yes, Mary Jane says she likes frothed milk in her coffee and tea. You know, I had not thought about putting frothed milk in tea, but that is an idea. I will have to try that, Mary Jane. Wow. You know, I love some of the things that you guys suggest. I see there's someone else watching too, but it doesn't show me your name. I am going to put some sweetener. I am still trying to use up this bottle of creme brulee skinny syrup. Just put a little in here and see how it does. Okay, that may not be enough to taste, but we'll see. You can always put more in, but you can't take out. Okay. May need more. Okay, I can taste the sweetness, but you know what? I feel like I want more sweetness in it. You know, I'm so tempted to dump this whole thing in, but that's usually a lot more than I would put in my coffee to sweeten it. Okay, we'll try again here. Just a little bit more. A little bit more. And, you know, I like to be thrifty, but I don't think I'm going to save that. I think I'm going to just toss it. In all honesty, it needs a little more. And you know what it is? It's that oat milk. Okay, I gotta be honest here. I should have just not put as much oat milk in, and I think that that would have preserved more of the natural flavor of the coffee. Well, it's all, this is a seat of the pants operation, making it up as I go. Sometimes it works out well. Sometimes it can go as far as being a disaster, like dropping the phone in the sink or into a cup of coffee, or sometimes, oh golly, when I was first doing this, the coffee machine vibrates a little bit. And I had a cup sitting on the little stand, and, the coffee was brewing, and I was talking into the video, and I didn't realize it, but the cup was going until it finally fell off. So this is why people watch live videos. You never know what's going to happen. Sometimes it's exciting, sometimes, like this morning, not. Okay, and this is perfect. I've got it perfect now. All right, so, experiment around, see what you like. If you come up with something that you really, really love, write that one down. I don't usually write mine down because I much prefer trying something new rather than sticking with the same old. But there's a lot to be said for sticking with the same old thing, right? Because then you know for sure you're going to have something that you like. Although, keep in mind, your tastes can change. Just like I used to not like this Tokyo Lungo, but today when I tasted it black, wasn't all that bad. Well, look, I'm going to go on now, let you go about your day. Thanks for joining me. I hope you have a lovely day.